the price on Sava?
Yeah, I think we'll keep the price to ourselves. It's up to Port Adelaide to try and do their thing. They've tried to convince a player to go there. So, yeah, from our end, we've invested a lot into him. 25 years of age, key position. So it's up to them to work through what he's worth.
You think about guys that do make requests. Obviously, with Sava, he made the request and didn't get there last year. Now he's out of contract. It's a little bit easier for forward. Is there anything you can say to a guy to convince him to stay?
Yeah, I think he likes our group, our coaching staff. We've invested into him. He's played senior footy this year and sees a pathway forward. But, you know, we understand the situation. You know, but that's, as I said, it's up to the teams that are talking to him to try and do something about it if they feel he's the right fit for them.
And the fear of him walking, are you worried about that?
No, not really, no. If a team wants someone, then they obviously have to trade for him.
I expect if you questioned on 7 today, big 7.
Yeah, we're open to it. What the last weekend with the Combine did reinforce is that it's a great bunch of kids, in particular that group and where that pick does sit for us. So we're confident about that, but we are open to it. And we've had some chats with some teams around what that might look like, and we'll stay open to it. Yeah, it's just going to have to be pretty good to get us out of that position. But yeah, we're having good chats about that, and you know, we appreciate the dialogue with those teams.
With the Sava going out, do you need another key back? Is that a need or something you look to go? Is that something you look to replace?
Yeah, look, we look at all sorts of things throughout the year, contingency plans on whether they're injured in any given game. We feel like we've got really good flexibility. I think one of the strengths of our coaching staff and from a list management point of view is to give a lot of our guys, the structural change within that, from half-back flankers that can play taller and some wingmen that play half forward and half back and inside mid. So fundamentally that's what we like to do, and we feel like we're pretty well set up in that. But look, we always look for different ways to make sure we improve our list, and there's obviously the trade period, free agency. There's lots of different ways that you can do that, including the draft, and that's something that, you know, sitting here last year we had a bit going on from players that we wanted to bring in. Probably knew this period was going to be a bit quieter off the back of that. You can't sort of do that every year, but yeah, there's all sorts of ways that you improve your list, and we do look at, you know, different positional contingencies, and we continue to do that.
So further to that, is it more about maybe getting some young 18-year-old draft talent in, as opposed aside the trading which you've done previous years?
Yeah, well, it's something that we're considering, yeah. Obviously, you look at our large group of guys coming through, it's sort of under 23 age group, and we're really, really bullish about what they can be for us. Get the right system, the right program around, which we're really confident we're doing. It's a whole of club and footy department, that discussion around if we want to keep investing into the youth, that we just make sure that we have the right people around, which that's what we'll continue to do. But having said that, we're really well positioned to play in this market, the free agency market, as well as attack some kids.
Andrew, you've been linked with Bailey Smith at various stages over the last sort of month or so. How much did that progress? Has it progressed? Do you still hold out a bit of hope there too?
No, look, there's nothing to that. I understand the chat this time of year and pretty much all year round, to be fair, with the player movement periods. What I will say, and I have said before, we look at lots of different players throughout the competition. That doesn't change. We never will change on that. We're really open to all sorts of things with whatever it looks like. So, yeah, we don't apologise for ringing player managers at certain times throughout the year. But the Bailey Smith one, from our end, there's nothing to it.
Big 7, are you looking to split it for this year or potentially get some capital next year?
Open to all of it, Pete. Yeah, I think it's all what we're trying to do. You shouldn't look at one window and think that's the time that we've got to set the future up. So yeah, we'll look over, as we did last year. It was an investment into the longer term play for us. You know, we got some 20-year-old guys in. Jack Bowes, 24, a draft pick, Jai Clark. So clearly it was an investment in the future. That doesn't have to be done in one direct period. So we're open to future stuff if that means that in the long run we're better for it.
Andrew, first, have you had a chat with Port at all about Sava yet?
No. Brandon Parker, there was a bit of
noise towards the back end of the year that he was maybe looking for some more opportunities. Is he going to stay at Geelong, or has he indicated that he would like to explore his options?
No, he's staying at Geelong, and we're really happy that he is. He's we often talk about the age demographic for us. He's in a really sweet spot with that. Clearly, he's one of those guys that we'd love to make sure that we get to the next level, and Brandon's open for that. We're open to try and help him get there. It's a part of the ground that we'd love him to turn into a really bona fide, really good AFL player for us. And to be fair, he showed that he can do that. It's just, doing that on a more consistent basis. But he's got plenty of upside. Looking forward to what that looks like next year for him.